Karen, how are you? Thank you for coming here today. So how was your holidays?
It was pretty good.
Did you did anything fun?
Yes, my cousins came from LA and we spent the whole day together. And it's actually pretty interesting because we haven't seen them for a while now. And it was really good. How was yours?
Well, mine's went really good. My parents came down from San Diego. They were here for a few days, so I was able to spend some time with them. We went and visited my grandma, visited some of my family that I haven't seen for years. So it was really nice. We did our dinner at home.
Okay.
So I was able to cook and bake, and actually Thanksgiving is one of my favorite holidays. So I enjoy cooking and baking and all that fun stuff.
We usually never do it at my house. We usually always go to my aunt's house over to Mex, which is actually pretty cool because like, whatever. Okay, so we go to Mex and then we, my aunt does all the cooking and we take dessert and then we get to live with the family and play games and then watch movies or just come home again and be with our family.
So this year was in Mexicali as well?
It was in Mex this year.
It's interesting to see that even though it's Mexico,
we still do
they
it
still
over there.
celebrate it in Mexico because we're so close to the border, right?
And it was, the line was so bad. When we were coming out, I was like, oh my gosh, I regret so much coming to Mex because the line to cross the border was so long. But the good thing is that we have Sentry, so we didn't make that much.
So no much line.
No.
Well, that's fun. That's fun that you spend a nice time with your family. Good. Well, before we began our session, I want to go over some of the rules of confidentiality. As we spoke before, everything that you say here in this session, will remain confidential. The only way that we'll be breaking that promise is if I hear you say something about hurting yourself or hurting someone else, or if someone else is hurting you. Do you understand that rule?
Yes.
Any questions? We're good? Okay. So the purpose of this meeting is because I noticed a change on your grades. I know that you're an excellent student, you've been good through your whole years in high school, but I noticed that you lower your grades this semester, and I was going individually into your courses, and I noticed that you were missing a lot of assignments, and I don't know what has changed. So let me look into your schedule. What is your student ID number?
314122.
Okay. So as you can see, here you lower from previous semester. This year you have a B minus, a C, which is usually not happens to you. You're always an A student. Yeah. Okay, so anything that you want to share with me that maybe it's causing you not to submit your assignments to class?
I think that probably because we're moving from houses and we've been traveling from like to our old house to our new house, and after we come from school, we'll just like take our stuff to the new house and then unpackage it and then put everything on place. That's gonna be like for the past week and a half, it's been like just trouble because we have to move from another place to a new house. It's kind of hard.
Okay. So I'm understanding that maybe the change could be a reason of you not submitting your assignments on time, or what could be another reason other than that? What would be a typical day, first of all? What would be a typical day now that you're moving? You come home, you go and take stuff to your new house. So can you explain to me a typical day now that you're moving?
So right now we're actually living in the new house. So we wake up, and I wake up, I'll do everything I have to do, go to school, come back, and then eat something really fast, go to my old house, package, put everything that we have to bring home to the new house, and then arrange everything that is in the boxes to the new house. And it's just a chaos because
it seems like a lot of chaos, huh?
It does.
It does. So how much time do you spend doing homework?
Not much anymore. Approximately an hour. The homework that I have to do it like for sure. I have to turn it in the next day. I'll do it like really quick, or maybe in the morning the next day while I'm eating breakfast.
Okay. At what time do you go to bed?
Regularly, like around 10, 11.
11. And you wake up?
5:30.
What's so early?
Because I take the bus.
So you take the bus?
Yes.
Okay, so in the mornings, what will be a typical day like in the morning?
wake up at 5:30, do my makeup or take a shower, do my makeup, get the bus at 6:30 because I have to get ready with my sister. Get the bus, leave my house at like around 6:50 to be there at 7 because the bus gets there, and then from there it's like 20 to 30 minutes to school.
Okay.
So I get there and eat breakfast at school, and then the class starts.
Okay. So it sounds like a busy morning,
yes.
right? Okay. Are you involved in any other activities other than just school and moving your from another house?
Yes, I'm involved in the link crew, which is typically.
Can I be making some notes of the activities you do? Okay. So you're part of the link crew?
Yes.
What is that?
It's like
It's a club, but what do you guys do?
Orientate the freshmen to help them get involved in school, get involved in sports and clubs.
Okay.
So we're there with them.
Other than link crew, are you involved in any other activities?
I'm involved in the yearbook staff, and sometimes it happens that I have to go to the games in order to take pictures, of the teammates, wake up earlier to go take individual pictures to the students, or something like that.
Okay, so I'm understanding that you're part of link crew. That this is during school time, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then also the yearbook. Even though it's during school time, there might be times where you have to go to the events like after school.
Yes.
Okay, so there's after school events. Have you had any of those days recently?
Yes. Currently, I had a game and I had to come to a parade and wake up extra early in order to take pictures of the staff of the top flag center.
So, like, when that day happens, how do you handle your time with your activities for school, like your homework and all that?
I would say that I handle it really bad because, like, I take so much time doing the assignment I had to do for yearbook, and I forget on my homework that I have to do, and then I remember the next day, and I'm like, oh, I have to do it. So yeah, I'm really bad at scheduling everything so like everything could fit into like a day.
Okay. So as I can see, you're a really busy lady, right?
Yes.
You're involved in many things, which is great. You know, don't get me wrong. I always encourage students to be involved in extracurricular activities because that will develop all your, leadership skills, and you're gonna acquire a lot of skills. There's nothing wrong with being involved, but we have to be able to manage ourselves with our time.
Yes.
Because it's not only a school, you have other stuff additional to school. You have, moving from one house to another, so you're helping your parents. Then we got the holidays, and then we have all those games and activities after school. So we need to be able to manage ourselves. So, for example, in life, have you heard about that saying that time is money?
Yes.
How can you interpret that?
That I guess you could say that like whatever you do in the moment, like it can process, or I don't know.
It's okay. So time is money. You spend money, right?
Yes.
And at the same time, you spend time.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna go to a store and say, "Oh, I want to go buy that shirt, and I'm gonna have $10 and cost me $30." Are you gonna be able to afford it?
No.
And then the time, if you only have 24 hours of the day, how are you gonna spend that time? So let's just make this activity for fun.
Okay.
So just write down with times the things you do, like, okay, I wake up, how much time do you spend, like, taking a shower, how much time do you spend for breakfast, and like all the things you do in a typical day.
Okay.
Like those busy days, like the ones you go maybe to a game, and then include everything you do, your homework, games, breakfast, getting ready for school, riding the bus, sleeping time, all that.
Okay, so the first one would be waking up, and then have to do my makeup and get ready, so probably an hour.
Okay, hour to get ready. Okay.
Okay, taking the bus 30 minutes.
And then once you're in school, how many hours you spend in school?
Isn't it 8?
Put 8 hours.
Okay, 8 hours. Hours at school. And then if I have to do a game, probably leave my house.
But you come back home, you ride the bus
Yeah,
back home?
I ride the bus, so
another
30 minutes.
Okay.
And so I'll get home and spend like probably an hour and a half here at home, like getting.
So you eat and
I eat and probably like take a nap before going to the game. 1 hour, 30 minutes.
okay.
And then probably leave my house.
Around what time?
Probably like around 5.
5.
I leave my house and then come back. If it's a really long game, I'll come back like around 10.
So you spent like 4 hours in extracurricular activities after school. Okay. So put the 4 hours,
4 hours
for the game or activity.
Game. And
then how much time do you spend doing homework?
probably an hour.
An hour.
If I have time. Or homework.
Is it an hour enough for you to do homework for the whole class, for all your classes?
No, probably not.
Okay. So you do an hour and then you go to sleep?
Yeah.
How many hours of sleep do you have?
I have to count it right now?
Well, you can count right now, but be honest, like how many hours do you sleep?
If I have like a busy day, probably like 6.
Okay, so just put 6 hours.
Okay.
Okay, so let me get my calculator. I'm not a good math person.
Okay.
So it will be 1 hour.
Yeah, and then 30 and 30, so it's 1 hour.
Plus another hour.
And then the 8 hours.
Plus 8 hours.
And then 4 hours.
4 hours.
6.
6 hours.
2 hours, and then 30 minutes.
Plus 2.
And then 30 minutes.
So far, you have 22 and a half hours. So it's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. Because the day only has 24 hours. Mm-hmm. I've seen students that they spend their time like 30 hours and the day only has 24 hours. So it's not bad. Okay, it's not doing bad. But as I can see, you're spending only an hour to do your homework. Okay. It's good that you're sleeping. What about breakfast? Do you have any breakfast?
Yes, and I didn't wrote it down.
Okay, so
probably 30 minutes, so that's another hour.
Another half hour, so 23 hours. Okay, so you take breakfast, which is good. That's the best meal of the day, and then your dinner, that will be another hour with your family.
Yeah, family quality time.
Okay, so do you spend any time like on media or?
Yes, a lot.
Okay, so we didn't include those hours either, right?
No.
So as you can see, managing our time, it's very important in order for you to accomplish your goals. Mm-hmm. Okay, like personally, like I come to work, I'm in my a master's program. I have to do stuff at home. I have to clean. I have to cook, and I have to sleep. I have to eat. I have to do homework. So sometimes I know it is overwhelming when you have so many things going on, especially like you're moving right now, and there's a lot of unpacking, packing, and then not having a stable place where you can just sit and relax and do your homework, plus other stuff like your school activities. So life will be that way, you know. Sometimes we might have everything well organized. There might be sometimes where you have so many other things involved in your life. But if you don't organize yourself, you won't be able to accomplish those goals, okay? So I really would like to see your grades going up again, because you've always been an straight A student, and it was kind of like interesting to see that your grades went down. And now I can see that it was because you're currently moving from one home to another, and plus your additional extracurricular activities you have. Again, there's nothing wrong as long as you know how to manage yourself and your time. Okay? So what can you do to help yourself improve those time management?
I think that actually helped writing everything down in order to see like visually what I'm actually doing and forgetting to do, which is my homework, which is the most important thing right now. Writing everything down like in a piece of paper or a notebook, so I can manage it more frequently and notice everything I'm doing wrong, or like how I'm spending my hours.
Okay. So I'm understanding from you that you're planning to write everything down. So it could be maybe like an agenda,
Yeah.
like a calendar. Have a calendar of your activities on a daily basis.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be a good idea to write everything down.
Yeah, like for me, I never used an agenda before. Never in my life. I was like, I don't like everything. I can have it here, because I thought I remember everything. But now as a counselor, have appointments of parents coming in. I have students coming in. I have like so many things that I need to do. If I don't write things down, then I'll forget.
Yeah,
So it is important that, you know, that will be a great plan for you to have an agenda or a calendar. You can, there's really pretty calendars that you can buy at Walmart or Staples, and then keep track of your hours. It is important for you to balance your time. So for example, the get ready, it takes you an hour to get ready. What can you change to do less time here? Can you do anything there? Do you plan your clothes a day before or the same day?
The same day. That's probably it, that I take too much time planning the clothes right now in this instant. And I'm like, oh, I don't like this, and I'll just change again.
So you're trying so many outfits,
Yes.
and then you end up with some outfit that you don't like.
Yeah,
maybe.
exactly.
So maybe getting organized with your outfits a day before, maybe at night.
Yeah, I've noticed in the past that whenever I used to do it, like plan my outfits for the whole week, and I just put it in the closet, and it took me just like a minute to get ready. Well, change and everything, and like after that I'll do my makeup, and it was an hour, probably like 30 minutes of getting ready. But like whenever I have to do it like the same day to organize what I'm gonna wear, it takes me a long time to do it. So that's probably it.
So if you have tried before organizing yourself prior to the day you're gonna be wearing that, and it has helped, I think you should try that again.
Yeah.
Okay,
maybe.
so we can reduce time here, maybe half hour instead of an hour. Okay, and then the bus, there's nothing we can do there because you ride the bus, it's 30 minutes. And then the hours at school we cannot change. But what can you do differently in school? Let's say if there's a game that day and you have a lot of homework, how can you handle that? Is there anything you can do during your school hours to at least getting ahead of those activities that you won't be able to do that night?
Probably do my homework and advisory.
Okay.
Studying or as
Use that time wisely,
Yeah.
right? A lot of students have advisory. We have advisory periods so you guys can advance in your like homework or assignments, and a lot of students don't spend their time doing that. They're just like listening to music, and
yeah, that's me.
that's you. And maybe
Yes.
on Facebook.
Yeah, Snapchat.
Snapchat. Well, so maybe on those days you can use that advisory time so you can advance on your homework.
Okay.
So you don't have a lot of homework when you get home late after the game or after any other activities. And then here you go back home, and then that's good that you're eating, you know, don't skip any meals. So you eat, you take a nap, and then get ready for the game, and then come back to homework and at least 6 hours of sleep. Okay, so again, just keeping track of your time will help you like see, okay, I'm spending too much time here. And even though we didn't include the Facebook time
The social media
and social media and watching TV and, you know, spending time with friends. Do you have a boyfriend?
No.
Okay, so good. Sometimes boyfriends take a lot of our time. So it's all those little things that maybe we didn't count them here. You know, so those are things that that you need to take in consideration so you can manage yourself. Okay, so our goal is for you to create a calendar, and I would like to meet with you again next week and see how it went. Please arrange with your teachers how you can submit those assignments, if they
Late
can,
assignments.
you know, late assignments, and see what your grade changes. Do you have any questions for me?
No.
No, we're good.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, well, thank you. It was a pleasure seeing you again. And if you have any questions before our meeting next week, you know, feel free to stop by my office and just chat with me, say hi or anything.
Okay. I'll raise my grades up.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
for
Ms.
coming.
Garner.